Hello students, welcome again to your online classes, and from these classes we will start our new topic in class 9 mathematics, that is chapter 3 coordinate geometry. Okay, so in the previous session we have discussed about polynomial as well as number system. Now this coordinate geometry is the extended form of number system. Okay, so in number system we studied that a number line can be represented in a plane. Okay, suppose this is a number line, and in this number line the central position is known as 0. Okay, this 0 also known as source, or you can say origin. Why it is known as origin or source? Because from 0 we start moving towards right or towards left. If we move towards the right, then all the positive numbers came. Okay, so all the positive numbers up to infinite we will found, and if we move towards its left, then we got negative numbers like -1, -2, -3 up to minus infinite. So this is a basic number line. Now if someone asks you to find the exact position of 2, can you represent 2? Yes, 2 is towards the right of 0, and this is the exact position of 2. If someone asks you to find the exact position of -4, then can you represent? Yes, you can represent, because after -3, -4 also come. So this is the exact position of -4. So in a number line, okay, we have to move in a line. Okay, in a line, either towards right or towards left. That means in a number line we have to cross through one direction. Okay, if this is, suppose this is the line, then we have to move either towards this direction or this direction. That means in a single line. Clear? So since we move through a single line, so it is known as one dimensional, because it has only one direction. Okay, this is the origin, this is right, this is left. So we always move in this direction, either towards this or towards this. So the number line is also known as 1D. What is 1D? 1D means one dimension. Since the number line can be represented in a line, so it is known as one dimension. That means it has only one direction. Okay, it has only one direction. Okay, or you can say it is uniform motion or uniform direction. Clear? So number line is a one dimensional structure. Okay, and here we will find every value of the number, either 2, 3, -2, -3 or 1/2. Okay, any fraction also be represented in this number line. Okay, 1/2 means what? 1/2 means 0.5. So 0.5 will lie in between 0 and 1. So this is the exact position of 0.5. Or how we can represent 1/2? We have to, since it is a proper fraction, okay, so we have to divide the gap between 0 to 1 with 2 parts, and the first part is 1/2. So this is the exact position. Okay, so but let us take a live example. If someone asks you to locate the exact position of Sahara Desert, what you have to find? Sahara Desert. Sahara Desert, which is the largest desert in the world. Then no doubt you can say yes, Sahara Desert placed in South Africa. Okay, but can you identify the exact position through which direction we have to go to reach exactly at Sahara Desert? No, we cannot say. But if we have longitude and latitude, okay, if we have longitude and latitude, then we can say the exact position of Sahara Desert. That means in order to find the exact position of a place, we need how many conditions? Two conditions. What are they? Longitude, another is latitude. You have already studied it in geography, that what is longitude and what is latitude. Clear? So you can find out the exact position of Sahara by two conditions, that is longitude and other is latitude. Let us take one more example so that it is easy to understand. Okay, suppose this is the main road. This is the main road. Okay, and in this main road there are various streets. This is the first street, this is the second street, this is the third street, and this is the fourth street. And in this street, suppose this is street 1, street 2, this is street 3, and this is street 4. And in this 4th street there are also many buildings or apartments. Suppose in street 1 there are 3 apartments. This is apartment 1, this is apartment 2, and this is apartment 3. And suppose it has 2 apartments, apartment 4 and apartment 5. Okay, here again apartment 1, here also apartment 1, here also apartment 1, but these two buildings are not equal. And here apartment 3. Suppose here apartment 4 and here apartment 5. Okay, so this is the main road. These are 4 streets. Okay, and in this street there are various apartments or buildings. And suppose you are first time going into your friend's house and you do not know the exact location of your friend's house. Okay, that means you do not know the exact position where your friend lives. Okay. Then how can you go through the road and to reach at your friend? Okay. So imagine whether your friend will stay or live in street 1. We don't know, may or may not be. Whether your friend will stay in street 2, maybe or may not be. So we cannot say the exact position or exact location or exact street where my friend will live or my friend lives. But in order to find the exact location of my friend's house, then I need two conditions. What are the two conditions? The first condition is I have to know the street number. Okay. Suppose I know that my friend lives in street 4. That means without any hesitation I can go to street 4. So the first condition is street number. And the second condition is what? I have to know the building number or number of apartment. Okay. So the second condition is apartment number. So these are the basic two conditions through which I can allocate or I can locate my friend's position or my friend's house. Okay. So in order to find out the exact position of a given point, we need two conditions. Okay. Let us take one more example also. Okay. Suppose this is a piece of paper. Okay. This is a piece of paper. Okay. And here also a point given. This is a point. And someone told you have to reach at this point starting from D. That means your source is you have to start from D. And you have to reach at the point, this point. Suppose this is O. Then how can you reach at this point? So in order to reach at this point, you have to first, since it is a rectangle, isn't it? It is a rectangle. And this is known as length. This direction is length. And this direction or this direction is known as breadth. Clear? So we have to start from the point D. Then how can we reach at the point O? For this, we have to first start our journey from D, then goes through this direction. This direction means what? We have to first go through length. This is length. So we have to go through length. Then at this point, we have to again go through this direction. Okay? And this direction is what? This is breadth. Okay? So first we have to go through length. Then we have to go through breadth. So that we can reach at the point O. So first go through length and again we have to go through breadth. Hence, in order to reach at the point O, we have to follow two conditions. What are they? First length and then breadth. Okay. So it means in order to locate a position of a point, we need at least two conditions. And one more thing. This piece of paper is a plane or not? Yes, it is a plane. Why? Because it has length and it has breadth. So it is a plane. So a point can be located in a plane. So this is the basic funda about coordinate geometry. So from all these three examples, we got the conclusion that coordinate geometry is the geometry which deals with the location or the position of a point. Okay. So what is coordinate geometry? Let's write. It deals with locating. Locating means what? Locating means identifying. Locating the position of a point. In a plane, because this is a piece of paper. Okay. In a plane and or in a space. Space means what? And plane means what? Since in a plane you have length and breadth, that means you have to go through two directions. First going through this direction, then towards top. Then you have to follow two directions. Two directions means two-dimensional. So what is a plane? A plane is a two-dimensional structure. Two-dimensional structure. So what is a two-dimensional structure? Any structure which has length and breadth is known as two-dimensional structure. Which has two directions. Okay, what are the two directions? Length and breadth. Okay, you can take the example of this whiteboard. In this whiteboard, you have length and as well as you have breadth. So it is a two-dimensional structure because it has two directions. That means it is a plane. You can take the example of surface of a table. The surface of a table has length as well as breadth. So it is a two-dimensional structure or it is a plane. Now what is a space? Okay, a space is also known as 3D or 3-dimension. Why it is known as 3-dimension? Because it has three directions. It has three directions like length, breadth and height. So which has three directions are known as 3D. You can take the example of this room. In this room you have length, this room has breadth as well as this room has height. So it is a three-dimensional structure. Anywhere where you can move through length, breadth and height is known as three-dimensional structure. For example, space. In space you can move towards length, towards breadth and towards height. That is why the ultimate name of three-dimensional structure is space. Okay, this is the ultimate name. Why? Because in space you can move everywhere. Okay, but in the surface of earth, we can go through either length and breadth. So surface of earth is a plane or two-dimension, but space is a three-dimension. This is the basic difference between 2D and 3D. So what do we finally conclude? We concluded that a coordinate geometry deals with placing a point or finding the position of a point. Okay, as I have told you, if this is the point, then we have to find out its exact position. So this is known as coordinate geometry. And in order to find the exact position, how many conditions we need? We need two conditions. Okay, we need two conditions. For this situation, we need a length as well as breadth. Okay, for Sahara Desert, we need longitude as well as latitude. In order to finding my friend's house, we need two conditions: street number and apartment number. So in order to locate a position or locate a point, we need two conditions, and that two conditions must be written inside the two brackets. These two brackets are known as moon bracket. What are they? Moon bracket. Moon bracket. Okay. So every point in a plane, this is a piece of paper. Every point in a plane is represented by an order pair by two conditions. These two conditions are known as order pair. Okay. So the condition by which a point is located is called order pair. Why it is order pair? Order means bracket. Pair means two. So here two conditions are given, so it is known as order pair. So you can write any point in a plane, any point on a plane is represented by an order pair. Okay, you can write it, take a screenshot of it so that it is easy to write. Okay, so this is the basic idea about coordinate geometry. Let us understand how a point is represented on a plane. Okay, so for this we need number line. Clear? So if it is a number line, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Towards left, -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. So this is a number line which is parallel to the base, so it is known as horizontal number line. Okay, this is horizontal number line. Horizontal number line. So what is horizontal number line? Any line which is parallel to the base is known as horizontal number line. This is parallel to base, this is the base, so it is horizontal. So let us draw another number line which is vertical. Vertical means what? Vertical means which is perpendicular to the base. If this is the base, suppose my hand is the base, then this is the perpendicular line. So this is a perpendicular number line. Okay, so let us represent this is 0. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and towards its bottom it is -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. Okay, so this is known as vertical number line. Whenever we mix up or whenever we join these two number line, then it seems to have like this, isn't it? It is just like a plus symbol whenever these two number line will add up. Okay, and this crossing position is 0. Okay, this is 0, this is 0. Suppose you are only talking about this horizontal number line, then if it is 0, then this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and towards its left -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. Okay, and see towards top you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and towards bottom -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. So this is the basic structure in which we can represent a point. Okay, this is deals with a plane. Clear? Now this point where the two number line will meet each other is known as origin. This point is known as origin. Okay, this point is known as origin. And this horizontal number line is called x-axis. You can write this horizontal number line is called x-axis. Okay, this horizontal number line is called x-axis. Its one end is known as x, its other end is known as x dash. This is x dash. Okay. Now this vertical number line is called y-axis. This is called y-axis. Its one end is known as y and its other end is known as y dash. Clear? So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this point is origin or source. Okay. Now this total is a circular angle, isn't it? This is a circle, and we know the total angle of a circle is 360 degree. Okay, the total angle of a circle is 360 degree, circular angle, or it is known as complete angle. So the total complete angle is 360 degree. Okay, so the total angle is 360 degree. Now this 360 degree is divided into how many parts? See, this is a first part, this is the second part, this is the third part, this is the fourth part. It means the circle is divided into 4 equal parts. Okay, total angle is 360 degree. It is divided into 4 equal parts. So each part will bear how many angles? Or 490, that is each part will bear 90 degree angle. Hence this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, and this is 90 degree. Okay, so the total circle is divided into 4 parts and each part is 1/4 of the total part. Okay, if total part is 4, then this is its first part. You can write this is 1/4. Okay, out of 4 parts you have only 1 part, and each part, this is the first part, isn't it? This is the first part, this is the first part. This first part is known as quadrant. Each part are known as quadrant. This first part is known as quadrant 1. Okay, and this is the second part. This is the second part. This second part is known as quadrant 2. Okay, and now this is the third part. This is known as quadrant 3. Clear? And this is quadrant 4. Quadrant 4. Right? So you can draw it. I am drawing a clear diagram of this coordinate geometry. Suppose this is x-axis, okay, this is y-axis, then this terminal is x, this is x dash, this is y, this is y dash, this is origin 0, 1, 2, 3, and towards its left -1, -2, -3, -4, dot dot, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and it has fourth part. This part is known as quadrant 1. I am simply writing Q2, it means quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3 and this is quadrant 4. Clear? Now you can see in quadrant 1 you have 2 axes. You have 2 axes. One is x-axis and one is y-axis, and both the axes have positive value. See, this axis has 1, 2, 3 for positive value, and this axis has also positive value. Okay, that means in quadrant 1 both the value are positive. X-axis is positive and y-axis is also positive. Done. Now in quadrant 2, you see, in quadrant 2 you have also two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Here the x-axis is negative, -1, -2, -3, -4. This is the x-axis. So x-axis is negative, but y-axis is positive. So in quadrant 2, it has two values, negative and positive. In quadrant 3, okay, in quadrant 3 also we have two axes, and in x-axis it has negative sign and y-axis it is also negative sign. That means quadrant 3 has two values, negative and negative. In quadrant 4, you have two axes. The x-axis is positive and the y-axis is negative. So positive, negative. So quadrant 1 positive, positive, quadrant 2 negative, positive, quadrant 3 negative, negative, and quadrant 4 positive, negative. You can see one thing, in all these four quadrants, the first one I am writing according to the value of x-axis. See, here x-axis is positive, so I am writing it first. Here x-axis is negative, so I am writing it first. Here x-axis is negative, I am writing it first. And here also the x-axis is positive, so I am writing first. Why I am writing the x-axis or the value of the x-axis first? So let us know why. Suppose there is a point, okay, this, and you have to find out the exact position of that point. That means you have to reach at that point A. How can you reach at this point? As you know, all the length towards right are positive. All the length towards left are negative. All the length towards above or towards top is positive, and all the length towards down are negative. This has to be remembered. Now your target is to reach at A. How? So in order to reach at A, you have to start your journey from the origin. So I am starting my journey from this point. Then in order to reach at this point, first I have to go through this direction, and this direction is x-axis. Okay, this direction is x-axis. Then I have to first go through x-axis. Now at this point, then I have to go through top. Top means moving towards the top means y-axis. Top means vertical, na? So this is y-axis. So I have to first go through x-axis, then y-axis. That is why I am writing the value of x first, then value of y. Okay? And here it is positive. Towards right it is positive, and towards top it is also positive. So I can write positive, positive. Correct? Next, if I am going to find the position of a point which is placed in quadrant 2, okay, then how can we reach at this point? So we have to first start our journey from this. We have to go through x-axis, isn't it? We have to first go through x-axis, okay, x-axis. So first x-axis, then I have to go through top. Top means which axis? Y-axis. Simple. And here x-axis is negative, so you can write minus x, and y-axis is, see, positive, so minus plus. So quadrant 2 bear two value minus. Similarly, you can take a point in quadrant 3, suppose this. How can we reach at this point? So we have to start the journey from this, going through x-axis and then y-axis. You can see the x-axis is negative, and while you moving towards the down is y-axis and that is negative. So here it has two value, negative and negative. Okay.